This is This Week at Bungie, February 25th, 2021. If you guys, if you're watching the stream live, I kind of recorded it here. If you have any comments, please make sure to leave in the comments section on YouTube. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. All right, so there's a lot of stuff that we're going to go through today. I'm going to go through the Twab, and I'm also going to go through the dev update that was also put out on the same day. So here we go. This week at Bungie, we return to Presage. Before we go about our weekly Twab programming, we have some required reading. Well, maybe required isn't the correct word, but you're going to want to read that news that was delivered earlier today about the state of the game and our plans for the future, provided by Assistant Destiny 2 Game Director Joe Blackburn. So as you can see here, I will be reading this a lot later on, and we're going to kind of go through it. Right now, we're going to go through the Twab, though. State of Destiny 2021, Road to Witch Queen. And basically, I have that open up in another tab, and we'll kind of go through this after, all right? All right, we're not going to provide TLDR as you want to go and read this thing, but I would like to provide a quick list of topic covered. News about the Witch Queen release date, Lightfall and beyond, power and how it raises seasons over season, no additional Infusion Caps, PvP I'll go for the future of Crucible, stasis balancing, game security, and Trials of Osiris. Information about Vault of Glass, the new Transmog system we're calling Armor Synthesis, and more. Now we leave it to you to read the article. Don't worry, we'll still be here when you get back. Okay, so you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go read the article real quick, and then we'll come back to the Twab. All right, since it's kind of like it's part of the Twab, let's go do it. All right, so we're gonna go over to this page here, and here we go. Destiny 2021 update: the road to the Witch Queen. Hey Guardians, as some of you know, I didn't work on Destiny before it shipped in 2014. I started as a Guardian. I got hooked on running the Vault of Glass, trying to get my truth drop in the Nightfall, and yes, sometimes filling my fire team with inopportune Ward of Dawn placements. After placing for just a few short weeks, I knew I wanted to do whatever it took to work on the game. Destiny changed my life. Back then, I knew Bungie had just begun the journey of what Destiny could be and what it could mean to so many Guardians like me. When I walked through the doors of Bungie for the first time, the Dark Below had just shipped and the team already had their eyes up, outlining ambitious plans for the future. It was clear that everyone at Bungie loved Destiny fiercely and believed in its future as much as I did. Flash forward to today, Season of the Chosen has launched, and it's incredible to see how far the game has come. Right now, my Guardians crushing Battlegrounds, perfecting a new build for Master Law sectors, Gildan titles, progressing seasonal challenges, working on catalysts for some of the most unique exotic weapons we ever added to the game, and experiencing more seasonal narrative progression in Destiny than ever before. It's humbling to think how much of these systems and this content didn't exist 2 years ago, last year, or even last month. Though going to work with these days includes video calls, guest pets, and kids, what continues to humble and motivate me since my first day is how this team still looks at Destiny with fresh eyes every day. We see possibility in Destiny at all levels on the team, and working on this game has really become life-changing for many of us. Destiny, this friendship maker, sometimes temporary friendship breaker, this catalyst to make memories, this universe that we all love. We're all lucky to be here and share these moments with you. Destiny has so much to offer to so many different types of players, and even more than that, it means something different to each player. It's complex, intricate, and demanding, and that makes it an awesome challenge to work on. As massive as Destiny is, we believe there's so much more potential to unlock in this amazing game, stories to finish and new stories to come. And that will keep striving us to make it better every week, every season, every year. The Witch Queen, Lightfall and beyond. Last summer, we outlined our ambition for the next era in Destiny 2 by announcing the full arc, starting with Beyond Light, followed by the Witch Queen and Lightfall. As we began the scale production on the Witch Queen last year, we made the difficult but important decision to move its release to early 2022. We also realized we needed to add an additional unannounced chapter after Lightfall to fully complete our first saga of Destiny. We long thought about moving Destiny annual release to the early half of the year primarily for the health of the team, but the Witch Queen and not being tied to legacy expectations allowed us to make this choice early for 3 important reasons. The Witch Queen represents an important evolution in the ongoing story of Destiny 2. Beyond Light built the foundation, allowed us to weave the world building of Destiny and Destiny 2 together, but the Witch Queen will light the fire on a strongly interconnected narrative across Lightfall and beyond, unlike anything we ever attempted before. With characters, arc heroes, and villains that persist over multiple future releases. Even more importantly, the conclusion of these releases will also conclude the Light and Darkness saga, the conflict we first introduced with the launch of Destiny many years ago. As we've been developing the Witch Queen, we realized that we needed this release to be the first of many moments crucial to the story of Destiny. With so much leading to and depending on what happens in the Witch Queen, we wanted to make sure that we gave ourselves enough time to build out this journey in the right way. Starting with an exceptional first chapter in the Witch Queen. With Destiny now being committed to being an everlasting, evolving world, we want to make sure that we're still taking the time to upgrade the system foundation of Destiny 2 to support everything we want to do in the future. Our ultimate vision for Destiny 2 still stands. A definitive action MMO, a unified global community where you can play Destiny anywhere with your friends. For 2021, this means upgrading our approach to keeping Destiny's weapon and armor game fresh, refining our vision for PvP, implementing Transmog, and adding crossplay. More below. Finally, and the most important reason, we are proud to be uncompromising when it comes to our commitment to the health of our teams. With COVID-19 keeping us away from the office and a large amount of works on our plates, we needed to move the date in order to make sure that both this year update and the Witch Queen were both delivered at the quality we strive for and on a schedule that made sense for everyone involved. Making this choice is not one we took lightly. Believe me, as someone close to the Witch Queen's progress, there's no one more than us that wants to get it out as soon as it's ready. But at the end of the day, we know we're making this call for the Witch Queen and future chapters in Destiny 2 for the right reasons. Ones that put our teams first and our game at the quality bar we strive for ourselves. We'll have more to share on the Witch Queen and beyond in the late summer of this year, but today we need to talk about what's happening in 2021. So let's get to it. Rewards that matter. With Season 11, we introduced Infusion Caps, an iteration on Infusion design to keep Destiny gear game fresh from release to release and to create a healthy ecosystem for our aspirational content. While we still believe in these goals, it's clear our execution was off the mark. Infusion Caps helped us meaningfully shift the meta beyond Light and create a rewards ecosystem that was manageable to balance and monitor. But the system has also made our rewards feel like they have an expiration date and have frequently made playing our legacy content feel shallow. We want the rewards you earn in Beyond Light and its subsequent seasons to feel like valuable tools you can use in the incredible challenges you'll face in the Witch Queen, so we're making a change. We decided that any weapon or armor that can currently be infused to max power will continue to be able to reach max power permanently. Starting in Season 14, we won't be capping the infusion on any weapons or armor that have not already reached the cap as the start of Season 13. So what this means is if you have anything that goes up to 1310, because that's what the max power is this season, that thing can basically reach max power permanently. So if you got stuff that goes up to 1310 in your vault or in your character, keep it. It's gonna go up permanently. This means you'll be able to take your trusty, your fallen guillotine, and all the high stat armor you earned this year on the raid and the Witch Queen. While we still strongly believe that Destiny needs a method to shift our meta in the game's most challenging activities, we don't believe that Infusion Caps are the right answer. We're taking time this year to research and validate a plan that creates a fresh and balanceable ecosystem for our most aspirational content, one that doesn't make our rewards feel like they have an expiration date. We learned a lot this year and don't want to rush finding the best plan, so don't expect to hear anything more about this until after Witch Queen. Because we won't be capping any more of our weapons, we must consider our more variables in the game balance of our upcoming seasons and releases. So expect to see tuning when it comes to our biggest outliers in PvP and PvE. Yes, I'm looking at you, Fell Winters and Warmind Cells. This is a big change for Destiny and one that we did not make lightly. However, we believe that there's nothing more important in Destiny than getting our rewards right. Power play. Now that we talked about rewards, let's talk about power. Last year, we started a paradigm where we raised the overall power cap by 50 each season. While this helped ensure that Infusion Caps shifted the meta, it also made each season feel like a significant reset to the power you had accumulated. I mean, I spoke about this. If you guys want to watch the Passion of Destiny episode with Dado, we kind of spoke about this. To combat this, we will be experimenting a new power level cap starting season 14. We will only be raising the power cap by 10 for each non-expansion season. Wow, it's almost like they took my idea. I don't know. This means if you reach the maximum power in season 13, when next season rolls around, you'll be directed to the 10-point pinnacle band of the power pursuit. Oh my, yo. Yo, Bungie, if you're watching this video and you watch my freaking podcast, yo, give my credit, son. This shit is crazy. Yo. Hello? Matter of fact, hold on. Hello? Yo, this Bungie? Why does hallway feel empty? Yo, have my money, so I'm saying, like, oh, were the 2 gifted subs? You don't gotta give me nothing. I bet. That's crazy, yo. They just ego me on the 2 gifted subs. Shit. Fine. All right, anyways, now that's crazy dope. This power increase should feel familiar to anyone who played Season of Dawn last year, and we're excited to see how this progression feels alongside our new systems. We believe this change will make it even easier to pick up and enjoy Destiny each season while still allowing us to have a deep RPG power pursuit when we launch the Witch Queen. Angels of Death. Like many of you, I'm passionate about PvP in Destiny 2, and it's clear that we haven't had a consistent message around these modes. So I'd like to share our high-level vision for the Crucible. Direct player versus player competition is essential in Destiny as an option to express mastery of your Guardian and showcase the strength of your arsenal against other players. It's a simple vision, but it's one that's crucial to making the game feel like it's a real place for those players that crave that showcase, where the rewards you earn, the skill you demonstrate, and how you build your Guardian all matter. So let's talk about what we're doing this year for PvP, starting with our 2 priorities: improving gameplay sandbox balance in the Crucible and upgrading the experiences of our most aspirational game modes. When it comes to balance updates, these can be divided into 3 major buckets. First, in Season 15, we'll be addressing 3-peaking and Trials and Competitive. In these modes, emotes will be disabled and players will be unable to pull out any third-person weapon that doesn't have ammo. Ah, shit. Yo, that's crazy, man. All right, but as I'm reading this, I'm going to get back to this after I'm done reading this. Third-person experiences are part of what makes Destiny gameplay feel so good, but it was clear in our most competitive arenas that these mechanics were being used in ways we did not intend. This is a tricky problem to solve in Destiny complicated sandbox, but we think this is a good starting point. I think it's a good starting point, but how are people going to face against cheaters? Is it now going to be shoot through walls for Titans? Is that going to be the only way to, like, combat cheaters? I hope there's something being implemented in the future against cheaters, because I know for sure I have friends that play PvP that love PvP, and when they run into cheaters, these are the only ways to, like, combat cheaters is by 3-peaking or emoting. So I hope Bungie has something up their sleeve. Maybe not, but we'll see. Second, over the next several seasons, we'll be making changes to Stasis and Light subclasses in order to achieve a healthier balance of subclasses in the Crucible. Across Season 13 and 14, we'll be adjusting Stasis in the Crucible in order to bring its overall effectiveness in line with our Light subclasses. Here are some of the changes you can expect coming to updates this season and next. I mean, they also got to look at Top Tree Dawnblade. That thing is still broken, but hey, who am I to say? Behemoth Titan, decrease super damage reduction, increase super energy cost when performing light attacks, remove freeze AoE on supercast, reduce traveling efficacy of Shiver Strike when slowed. Revenant Hunter, decrease Withering Blade damage and tracking, decrease slow stack applied to targets, remove Shadow Dive damage reduction. Nice. Shademind the Warlock, fix a bug where Ice Flare bolts will interact towards targets immediately on creation. Fixed bug where shape binder super projectiles were not tracking into a certain distance traveled. Okay. General. Decrease crystal shatter damage. For season 15, we are looking at universal adjustments to stasis by increasing damage reduction when frozen to provide more survivability for the victim. Following this stasis tuning in season 15, we will also focus on light subclasses and release a set of targeted buffs to our most underutilized specialized. Ooh, I'm already peeking at some of the subclasses that I know they're gonna touch. The goal of all these changes is to keep stasis feeling great in PvE and to bring its representation in PvP more in line with our light-based abilities. Finally, we want to continue to adjust weapon archetype performances and introduce new perks that shift the meta in the Crucible. I think the team has done a great job in this area over the last several months, introducing balance changes both at the seasonal boundaries and at the mid-season. And we want to continue to drive down this path to diversify the types of loadouts you encounter from season to season. In addition, at season 15, we'll also be looking to adjust overall ability usage rates and make sure guns and gunplay are always key to success in the Crucible. As much as I like to believe this whole line that we just got, I feel like there's always going to be a meta. There's always going to be a dominant weapon, but we'll see. Of course, gameplay balance only matters when the underlying playing field is fair, and unfortunately cheating continues to be a significant issue, especially on PC. We're always working to maintain security as newer sports emerge, and as always, we don't want to talk about a lot of those improvements for fear of empowering the bad guys. A few of the areas we can talk about are: we're aiming to nearly double the size of the Bungie game security team this year, reflecting our long-term commitment to fair play. We've begun regular service to better understand your experience with cheating and to measure our progress. This new data enriches our existing streams from player reports, thank you for reporting, and game instrumentation. If you receive one of these surveys, please share your experience to help us fight cheating. We've begun a strategy of aggressive legal action against cheat developers. You may have seen news articles about some of our early actions here, and we'll continue to pursue those who undermine fair play using every tool at our disposal, both in partnership with other studios and under our own flag. We'll share more security news when we can. Beyond gameplay balance and security, we also want to adjust the structure of our most aspirational PvP modes in order to make them a better experience for our players. Okay. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. Like, they know the thing, so hopefully something gets figured out. You know, half of the people complaining about cheaters are going out there and buying cheats themselves, man. It's whack. People trying to I don't know. It's a rough system. Like, every game has cheaters, so if they somehow get this down, it'll be cool. I mean, I played Trials all last weekend, and most of our matches, especially running a confidence card, you lose a match on the 5th or the 6th, and it's just the cheaters. Like, we had guys running around with snipers off the hip fire, not missing, like, just running at you. It's not cool. So maybe they'll fix something about this. All right, first up, we're targeting an overhaul of the Trials of Osiris reward structure and matchmaking paradigms to release before the end of the year. With this update, we specifically want to target a few things. Improve the overall health of the Trials matchmaking pool, both by incentivizing a wider audience to engage and better defining separation of skill tiers. Rebuild the drive reward structure so it encourages players to stick to their active cards longer. Our current structure encourages a lot of recycling cards after a single loss, meaning the first games of your Trials card has a high chance of being incredibly challenging. We want to build a reward structure that continually pushes higher skill players to want to progress deeper into their cards even after a loss, making 3 to 5 wins a more achievable goal for more players. Investigate opportunities for solo players to participate in Trials regularly. We believe this will not only make the matchmaking pools healthier, but it also will encourage more players to see what Trials is all about and hopefully form social connections with other PvP loving guardians. Is that a freelance for Trials? Bro, that's going to be weird. After Trials, we'll be targeting a similar in scope refresh Iron Banner. While there's a lot to do when it comes to supporting the Crucible, we want to target our efforts around global PvP balance and our most aspirational modes first. Why do I feel like they use aspirational a lot? Like I've been saying that word a lot. Like a lot. Also, I don't think freelance for trials is a good idea because you might end up with like a crappy teammate on your 7th match where you have to go flawless and you did all this work and you got lucky and all of a sudden now your teammates are doo-doo. So I don't know about that. We'll see. Praise Revenge. In Season 14, the Vault of Glass will return. The teams will have a lot more to say about it before launch. But there are a few things I like to clarify now. Our philosophy behind bringing things out of the Destiny content vault is to keep them feeling like the content you remember while updating them to meet Destiny 2 difficulty and raid standards. So while the high level experience remain the same, you should expect the raid teams to have a few tricks up their sleeve when you tackle the depths of Venus this summer. Oh, we are getting Venus. Very nice. Very nice. Vault of Glass will also launch with both a contest mode in the first 24 hours and the world's first race, which is weird because we already had a world's first race and we all know the raid. Since this is a reprise raid, we're going to do the world's first a bit different. Players looking to claim the belt will not only have to complete the raid, but also a curated list of challenge and triumphs. And while only one fire team will walk away with a belt, there will be plenty of opportunities for players to earn the ability to purchase some sweet real world loot through budget rewards. Nice. This picture is clean. All right. One last thing. Before the end of the year, we're also looking to add a massive version of Vault of Glass. I'm loving this already. We've been really excited about how Master and Grandmaster difficulty have altered Nightfall strikes, increasing the potency of combat and the importance of executing mechanics. We like all future RAD, aka raids and dungeons, content to offer massive difficulty versions. Ooh, hard modes again, let's go. Where players can earn the depth raid and dungeon gear. So depth dungeon gear, nice. And while we aren't able to commit to a Season 14 timeframe for Master VOG, we do want to take the time to develop a sustainable structure that allows us to ship these closer together in future releases. Okay, that's nice. I like that. Okay. All right. Okay. Getting reacquainted with Adelaide. In Season 14, Ada is returning to the tower. And with her comes the ability for players to take any armor they have in their collection and turn it into a universal ornament. In Destiny 2, we will call this transmog system Armor Synthesis. Every season, Ada will offer players a new set of bounties that highlight various activity types. Players can complete these quests and receive the materials they need to power up Ada's Loom, which can turn any piece of armor in your collection into a permanent universal ornament. Oh, this is another grind. Oh, yes. Players short on time will also be able to purchase synthesis tokens for silver. Yeah, like, I know it's going to be a grind, but, like, if I get tired of that grind, I'm buying silver. Some of you might complain in the comments right now. Oh my God. You know what? I'm buying silver. Fuck you. I mean, you be all right. Once you acquire some new universal ornaments, you'll want to head over to the new appearance screen in the character menu where you can manage the ornaments on all your gear in one place. You'll also find that you can apply shaders here individually on all pieces of your equipped gear with one click. Oh, that's dope. To make it even easier to try out a bunch of new looks in Season 14, we also changed shaders to be permanent unlocks, meaning you no longer will need to hold on to stacks of shader inventory. Let's fucking go. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. But seriously, if you got to pay to look good, right? Think about it this way. Get a job, you know what I'm saying? Or go stream, do something. Right? Don't be mad because someone else got money to buy silver. All right. Also, you're not going to wear everything that you're going to turn into a universal ornament. Right? You're only going to wear the things that you like anyway. So I think it will be fine. I like that system. At the beginning of Season 14, we'll be including a starting supply of synthesis materials as reward for completing a seasonal onboarding quest. We know many of you have been looking forward to synthesis for a long time and want to front load your ability to create some of the looks you've been looking forward to showing off. I'm going to be honest, all right? We have a fashion room in Discord, and when synthesis comes through, if you put your Guardian in there and it looks like a pile of trash that got picked up from the cemetery, I am going to roast you, but it's okay. For now, good luck out there with synthesis, all right? Combined Fire. We still got a few quick things to cover, but I wanted to make sure we didn't end without taking the time to recognize how incredible the team is here at Bungie. It's enormously difficult to make a game like this from home, but the team comes at it every day with unmatched enthusiasm and talent. One of the reasons why is that our team is full of Guardians, Conquerors, Lighthouse freaking Flyers, Lore Masters, and people that just love to get in a strike or two with their family. All the work they do is because they believe that Destiny 2 can be the definitive action MMO on console and PCs for years to come. So without spoiling our plans for the Witch Queen and beyond, let's talk about a few more things that the team is working on this year. Crossplay is coming to the masses in Season 15. We'll be doing some internal rollouts and alpha tests in Season 14 to prepare for widespread launch this fall. With Crossplay, you'll be able to play with all your friends no matter what platform you call home. And don't worry, we won't be matching console and PC players together in the Crucible unless PC players specifically invite their console friends to play with them in the PC Crucible pools. Okay, so that means if you want to go through the ringer of PC, and the PC player is the fire team leader, that's on you. You know, that's cool. I like that. That is in Season 15. Nice. Some of you have noticed that Ekuegan Ray has not been nearly as present recently in Destiny 2. You know why? It's because it's the calm before the storm, son. She don't play that. I'm saying all the stuff that we doing right now, this is soft stuff. This is why Zavala is out here talking about no. You know what I'm saying? This is soft stuff. Ekuegan finna pop off. We miss her as well. Not only will you see Ekuegan again in Season 14, she'll be playing a pivotal role in the Witch Queen. What I told you, son. I'm saying she out here. I'm saying, you know what? This is why Ekuegan has no hair. All right, she ain't got time for makeup or none of that. I'm saying she's about the business. All right, Zavala can handle all that stuff. It's crazy. Anywho, and Beyond Light, we introduced Stasis subclass like Arc, Solar, and Void. Yes, I know. I said Arc before Solar because for some reason I like the alphabetical order. But yeah. So Arc, Solar, Void, and Stasis will continue to evolve into a fully supported damage type. In Season 15, we'll introduce our first round of legendary Stasis, energy, and power weapons. There will be a lot more info here as we get closer to the fall. More recently, in Season 13, we rolled out Phase 1 of our new gilded title system, where players can gild out ritual titles like Conqueror, Unbroken, and Dredgen, and Flawless each season. In Season 14, Phase 2 of the gilding title will roll out. When a player gilds a title, it will now display how many times they have gilded that title. You know what? I'm a guild Flawless. So cheaters, please stay out the damn game mode, okay? All right, let me guild first, all right? And then I'm saying delete the game from your computer. Stop fucking cheating. Thank you. Anywho, oh, this looks sweet. Gemini BNG Flawless 2. Would you look at that? Oh no. Bungie, why you gotta show the Flawless one, man? Look, man, fine. Bungie just like damn roasted sometimes. I think they do it on purpose, right? The game mode that nobody want to play is the one that they show us the gilded for. You know what? You guys are, oh my God. You can Anywho, I can't overstate how excited I am for what the team has planned this year and beyond, and what we're doing this year about multiplying our potential for years to come. And while I promise not to spoil any of the things we will reveal for the Witch Queen later this year, I feel like I owe you a little treat for sticking with me after all this sex. So here's an early concept at one of the wild armor sets you'll be able to earn in our next annual release, which is the Witch Queen. Okay. Not gonna lie to you. Why does the title look like he's a warlock a little bit? This is the warlock right here, right? But why does it look like he got like a robe on? I don't know. Also, does this hunter have headphones on? Why does he have like? I don't know. I like the gauntlets though. I think I can do something with that. This is okay. This is different. All right. Cool. Oh, all right. Now, let's go back. Joe says, thank you for reading. Joe Goroff, Blackburn, assistant game director at Destiny 2. All right, now we're going to go back to this week at Bungie, and we're going to go back to reading, right? Now, have you read it yet? No, I haven't read it yet. Good? Yeah. It was all right. It was good, bro. Okay, we hope that you are just as excited for the future of Destiny 2 as we are. Now let's shift our focus to the live game. Ah, shit, now we gotta look at the garbage. God damn it. It's okay. It's okay. I got my Ninja Turtle suit on. I'm living in the garbage. Let's do it. This week has been a fun ride so far. Saladin is not only hosting Iron Banner, but has sent Guardians back to Nessus to fight through a fourth battleground. With approval from the Vanguard, we're also seeing many Guardians venturing back into the Precise mission, uncovering new lore and finding a new sweet new catalyst for Dead Man's Cell. For those of you who like to shoot from the hip, yes, I seen it. I'm not even gonna clip on this. This is a clickbait. I already seen it. Thanks, man. Massive difficulty can prove challenging, but with the right fire team, you can absolutely find success. As you venture through this derelict ship, be sure to watch out for scannable objects. They may prove valuable to you on your journey to uncover more knowledge. The Twab this week will be looking at a few feedback items concerning ritual playlist rewards, an update on DDoS protection for console, an announcement of our upcoming Deepstone Crypt developer deep dive. Read on for more. Diving deeper into the Deepstone Crypt. It's been a while since our last stream, hasn't it? One of our favorite things to do is to bridge the gap between player and developer, giving a peek behind the proverbial curtain of Destiny 2 development. Wait, but I want you guys to do a Grandmaster. I want you guys to do Glassway Grandmaster. Like, but y'all gonna do these whole strip? That's cool. I'll take it. Whatever. Like, that's crazy. In the past, we offered deep dives and raids, dungeons, secret missions, and more. This time, we're headed back to the Deepstone Crypt as our brave fire team ventures through the frozen wastes of Europa and polished halls of Braytech research labs. Developers will be providing commentary on how the secret sauce was made. You won't want to miss this. But I want to know how wyverns were made for Glassway, dog. All right, it's okay. It's all right. So if you're going to tune in, don't forget twitch.tv Bungie, Wednesday, March 3rd at 10 a.m. All right, they'll also be on YouTube. We'll have representatives for various disciplines of development, including design, art, VFX, narrative, and more. We're excited to dust off the stream equipment and hope to see you there. I'll see you there, Bungie. I'm probably not going to watch it live. I'll probably watch it later. Ritual playlist weapon rewards. If you're like me, you've been sinking into a lot of time into Gambit, searching for a bottom dollar hand cannon over the last 2 weeks. It's beautiful, lives in the 120 RPM archetype, and can be found when completing Gambit matches. Today, we've invited weapon feature led Chris Proctor to walk us through freshly introduced Ritual playlist rewards, where to get them, and some plans to address feedback on drop rates. At the release of Beyond Light, we introduced new weapons into the reward pool of Crucible, Gambit, and Vanguard strikes. To give a quick rundown for the new light out there, each of these weapons has a low drop and deep perk pools, intended to give players dedicated to a particular playlist a weapon to hunt. Our goal when introducing these rewards was to provide space for long-term ritual-specific goals for players as they chase after the perfect roll on a given weapon and explore the possibility space of perk rolls on a weapon archetype in the same way weapon designers do. Picture Vanguard Shotgun, Crucible Pulse Rifle, and Gamma Grenade Launcher. As we saw positive reception to these weapons in Beyond Light, with players digging through the perks and comparing rolls, we added 2 more to each ritual in Season of the Chosen, bringing the total to 3 actually. Okay. So now we have the rocket, the sidearm, the sniper, the fusion, the pulse, the hand cannon. While the drop rate for each individual weapon are not intended to be so high that it's easy to quickly acquire a large amount of rolls, we've been seeing some feedback that they currently feel too scarce. Our current plan is to increase drop chances for these ritual specific weapons in later Season of Chosen. While we don't want these weapons to become a short-term grind for players seeking perfect rolls, we do believe that they need to drop a bit more frequently for them to be a positive experience when completing their associated activities. I feel like when it comes to Gambit, most Gambit matches are by maybe 8 to 10 minutes. Maybe 1 for every like 5 match is not bad for the hand cannon to drop. And during those 5 matches, if the fusion dropped, or the grenade launcher dropped, that's not bad. So that means out of 5 matches, you got 3 things that dropped. It may not be the same weapon, but that would be a lot better. It's just, right now it feels very scarce. Like, I reset Gambit almost twice, and I only gotten 3 bottom dollars, which is weird. That's like, almost like 100 games. So Hopefully that like gets looked at and it works better. Our current plan is to continue adding weapons to these pools in future seasons. And that's another thing. If you're going to continue adding weapons in the future seasons, you need to make sure that these weapons kind of drop almost like once every other match. So like if I got a fusion this match, maybe not the next match, but the match after, I should see another weapon. Because if that pool is going to keep growing, it becomes what? Right now is what? There's 3, right? It becomes 4, it becomes 5. The less of you even seeing that weapon. So we'll see. There may be some season where these pools remain the same and others where a new weapon is added while one is rotated out. Okay, so you're going to rotate it out. That's cool. This should help keep the offering streamlined for players on the hunt for a specific reward. Thank you to all who's been sounding off for feedback since these were introduced, and we're excited to hear more. Nice. Console SDR. Prior to the release of the Season of the Chosen, we announced that distribution, denial of service, protection will be coming to console during Season of the Chosen, bringing protection for your network connections against DDoS and IP harvesting attack via usage of the Steam Datagram Relay service. As our season content went online, we uncovered a few general bugs and crashes which needed to be addressed before we could start bringing this feature forward. As these issues have now been mitigated, our team has started to bring console SDR services online. This will be a multi-week initiative as we want to ensure service stability across all platforms while we allow any bugs or increase in error codes. If any major issues are found during this process, it may take more time for us to bring this fully online, but we will be sure to announce when our work is done. If you begin to encounter any error codes or crashes when playing Destiny 2, please report them to the help forum right here on Bungie.net. Battleground Throwdown. Season of the Chosen has been a wild ride for our support teams. We've shipped multiple hotfixes, have another on the way, and we're not even halfway through the season yet. While we squashed many bugs along the way, we still have more to catch. Our play support team has a quick update on what we're tracking, what we're about to fix, and a quick nod about transition to a new help center. This is their report. Hotfix next Tuesday, March 2nd. Hotfix will be released. Here's the timeline of events. Destiny 2 maintenance will start at 8 a.m. Players will be removed at 8:45. You won't be able to get back until 9. Then the hotfix is rolled out on all platforms, and you can log back in at 9. And then the background maintenance is supposed to end by 10. Below are some issues that will be resolved with hotfix 3.1.0.2. A complete list will be shared when the update goes live. Barrier Colossus and Battlegrounds Behemoth will no longer mosey out of their barrier shields to say hello to unsuspecting guardians. The Chosen Destruction Umbral Focus lens will now allow players to focus Umbral engrams. Beneficial modifiers in the Battlegrounds playlist now work as intended. Precise completion. To ensure progress is recorded for the Voice on the Other Side quest for Dead Man's Cell, players should make sure that they should have the quest in their inventory prior to starting Presage. If the quest was originally acquired on another character, players will need to reacquire the quest on their current character from the quest archive at the tower. Upon completing Presage, players will need to pick up the Dead Man's Cell and wait for the mission complete and timer to appear prior to return to orbit. Failing to pick up the weapon or leaving before the mission completes will result in progress not being recorded for the quest. Earlier this week, a refund was sent out to players affected by the mislabeled exotic ornament for Eververse. Players who qualify for the refund receive a message on login and had the silver from their ornaments purchase added back to their account. We're continuing to investigate the issue, causing some players to not receive their Bright Dust rewards from completing the weekly challenges for Gambit, Crucible, and Vanguard. Players affected by this issue will be granted the Bright Dust they should have earned in a future update. Help Center migration. Last week, the Help Center at helpbungie.net completed its migration to a new service. Players who encounter broken links and untranslated sections, excluding contact forms or other issues with the new Help Center, should report them to our companion forum. Companion app known issues. Players can now stay up to date on current Destiny companion app known issues in our new companion forum known issues list. Players who encounter issues now already on the known issues list are encouraged to report them to our companion forums. Known issues. I feel like this is going to be a long list. Maybe not. The Thresher Triumph is not properly recording destroyed Threshers in the Arms Dealer Nightfall. The ordeal. The scanner and operator augments in the Deepstone Crypt are the same door in Tritanopia colorblind mode. Trying to equip the Mind Vault ornament for an insurmountable score for may result in a require mod item error. The portal to the center realm and the corrupted strike after the ogre may close if a player is too far ahead of the rest of the fire team. The door to the spider tank and counter of the hollow lair strike may not open for players. The lost sector puzzle for the xenophage exotic quest may not correctly record players' input. Players may earn the I am invisible medal when the opposing team actually complete the requirement. Players who complete the xenology quest from Zur while already having an exotic cipher in the inventory will have the quest removed with no reward. There are no champions in the Master Presage mission because scoring champions don't exist. Man, I'm sad. I was excited. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really thought there was gonna be scoring champions. You know, I was like, hell yeah, but you did something. Look at me. I'm about to go face scoring champions. I have this on. It said there's going to be like unstoppable and barrier in there. I can't wait to get in there. I got in there and I didn't see shit. Anywho, next. Right? Wait, they said there's no champions, but like, are they going to fix it? Are they going to put the champions in there? Oh, shit. Okay. Now, players who kill the boss in the Fallen Saber strike and then die may see a darkness screen that will respawn at the beginning of the strike, which can be restarted. As a result, players can load into that block stand and being able to progress through the strike. This issue is also occurring in the Hollow Lair strike. For a full list of emergent issues in Destiny 2, players can now review our known issue article. Players who observe other issues should report them to our help forum. Movie of the week, we got Follow the Signal. First Sound from Mars. We got Artist of the Week. This is pretty neat. And another Twab is in the books. The Fires of Iron are raging, and it's about time I start hunting for a sweet new role on the Time War Spire. I'm starting to focus on the pinnacle band of my power levels, so the weekly bounty rewards are giving me a great start towards that final cap. See you out there. Cheers, DMG. All right, so that was this week at Bungie. We also read the dev update. It seemed like there's a lot of cool things coming in for the future of Destiny. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure to leave them at the bottom of this video. Also, if you like what you watch, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for 14,000 subs on YouTube. You guys are awesome. We were only at like 2,000 last December, so that's another big milestone. Yeah, I'm out, son. Remember, while you're out there, before you about to bitch, you be all right.